Hello friends, welcome back to my gaming channel New York. So let's continue on our gameplay walkthrough of Sherlock Holmes Chapter One. We were doing this case Iron Coffin, and next we have to get info about the burglary, Armor Capello burglary. So about in case the only place to get info is the police station. So we are here at the Cordona police station. One small second. Okay. Time to go back in the archives. During late evening and was discovered by Augusto Capello. Crimes, property crimes. Subjects, evidence, districts. Subjects, evidence, instrument of crime. Lockpicks were discovered as instrument of crime. They were recently cleaned. What was the location? Grand Sari? Yes. Profile of Felicia Savigny. Felicia Savigny, age 26, currently affiliated with the Backyard Boys gang, acting as their master burglar. The Backyard Boys have a hideout on Clay Street in central Miners Inn. She has a distinct scar on her right cheek. Gives conflicting stories as to origin, but has hid it since at least age 18. After her parents died at sea, she wasted her inheritance. Felicia turned to crime. Had been arrested several times, but been cooperative with the law, lessening the severity of her punishment.
Maybe it would be wise to take a look around outside before we enter. Just a thought.
Help me, please. If I asked you for help, would you do anything? I doubt it.
I didn't mean to ask, actually. Provide evidence.
I'm just
Thinning the rank.
exhausted, sir.
Profile of Felicia Savigny.
Mrs. Capello, please take a moment to study this profile. Is this the woman who was in the office yesterday?
I don't remember. Please, I feel faint at the mere thought of it.
I see. Forgive me for expecting a gentleman's stamina.
Then thinning the ranks. Examining of Nicola Reddy's body. Set of Armor Capello keys.
I don't know.
Armor Capello's burglary.
I'm just so exhausted, sir.
Basilio Capello's
Can
diary.
we please do this later?
Lawyer's
Can we
letter.
please do this later?
Basilio's note to
I
Augusta.
don't know.
Basilio Capello.
Mrs. Capello, would you think your husband capable of that which he is accused?
No. Basilio is a good man, a devoted man. I love him. He cares about his work and cares about me. He approaches all his passions with diligence and temerity. I think there is nothing he could not achieve if he set his mind to it. Indeed, in all our years together, I cannot recall a single business opportunity Basilio failed to see through.
Thank you, Mrs. Capello.
Okay. Augusta
Can we please do
Capello.
this later?
Safe combination reminder.
To the best of your knowledge, does the safe's combination remain the same?
Nearly always. We have a default combination code we use on all our products for convenience. My husband can change it, though.
And no others?
I don't know. I certainly can't.
Okay. While we are here, let's go and talk to our prime suspect of this case, Basilio Capello. Provide evidence. Safe combination reminder.
Is
Only
this
Basilio can
note
change.
still valid?
Oh yes, we use this code by default for each safe. Now sometimes a buyer may ask to see how it can be changed, but I always reset it afterwards.
And the safe containing the body used the default code, I presume?
As it happens, no. In my demonstration, I wanted to show the bank clerks how easy it was to set a different combination.
Interesting. Thank you.
The code in the safe with the dead body was changed a day earlier by Basilio at a client's request. Basilio Capello.
I'm afraid I have nothing to add to this.
Felicia
I'm
Savigny.
afraid I have nothing to add to this.
Thinning the ranks.
Another question?
Niccolo dead his
I'm
body.
afraid I have nothing to add to this.
Armor Capello keys.
I'm afraid I have nothing to add to
Armor
this.
Capello
Not
burglary.
much to say. I'm sorry.
Basilio Capello's diary.
I'm interested in some entries in your diary that may prove important. Could you elaborate on these ones?
Bene. I won't name the detective, but rest assured that is unrelated to the investigation. It is just one of our clients. And those safe entries are about an interested party who was going to purchase the product. We met yesterday, and today were to finalize the transaction. Alas, that opportunity is no more.
You've been a good help.
Lawyer's letter.
Another question?
Basilio's note to Augusta.
What was your intent behind this
This is private, young man, and hardly relevant.
Its relevance, as it were, remains to be seen.
My wife Augusta joined me in business half a year ago, but works late hours. I worry because I love her. What else do you need to know?
I appreciate your candor.
Augusta Capello.
How long have you known your wife, Mr. Capello?
How is that relevant, young man?
Please, I need a complete picture of all the parties involved. Consider, perhaps, the possibility that the burglar was targeting your wife.
It seems unlikely, though if a Detti was out to threaten my wife. We met 7 years ago. Augusta was a harpist with an Italian orchestra. The passion in her eyes back then. I am glad she still has some of it now.
And you and your wife get along well?
I love her most dearly, and I know Augusta loves me. I fear someday she may be bored at work, but I try to give her all she wants.
Okay. Time to leave. We have all asked all that we can ask. No wrong way. Let's leave the police station. Okay. Safe combination. The code on the safe was the dead body was changed a day earlier at Basilio at client's request. Only Basilio can change the codes. Augusta Capello. Basilio met her when she was traveling as a harpist with an Italian orchestra. Basilio's note to Augusta. Mr. Capello explained to me that Augusta started working late at his office 6 months ago and that he is worried. Basilio Capello's diary. Mr. Capello says that the detective is just an unrelated event and the deaths labeled with the safe are when he met with the prospective buyer for the item. Basilio Capello. His wife mentions that he never forewent a business opportunity. Felicia Savigny. Augusta looks shocked when presented with Felicia's picture, but says that he doesn't remember if it was her, so that means she has recognized. John has suggested that I keep my ear to the ground when near the backyard boys hang out. This might help us with the undoubtedly dangerous encounter. Okay, this might be difficult. Let's see what the location is. Clay Street in Central Miners End. Miners End, Central Miners End, Clay Street. This is the Clay Street. So let's start from the starting position, I guess, and then we will run all the way up. So fast travel points, there aren't many here. Let's fast travel here. Northern Scaladio. One second. Okay. Cheap antique trader. Oh, this person is somewhere on the outside, I guess. Okay, let's head towards Clay Street for now. Silverton Docks. Wait, what? Oh my god, I went the entirely wrong way. I took the wrong bridge and went towards the wrong way. Not this bridge, this one. This is Clay Street, right? Now let's keep moving through the Clay Street.
Other gangs are planning an attack on the backyard, boys. The pipe is looking for information.
Find out what information the pipe wants and where to find him. Revenge. Beggar information. They deserve it. Owes me money. Marketplace in miners. Limp in brass. John was right. It seems the backyard boys have mobilized due to the botched robbery of Armor Copello by Felicia Sevigne. They believe that another gang set them up, and they are going to attack soon. I have overheard, however, that the pipe, the limping information broker of the gang, is calling in his beggar informants. The pipe can be found in the marketplace in Central Miners End on the Market Road. Marketplace in Central Miners End on Market Road. This is the marketplace, right?
Buy some clothes and help me feed my family.
The best the flea markets can offer. Take a look. Maybe something will catch your eye.
Okay. Reading torture makes dark bits of room yellow instead. Music box, ghost sold separately.
I hope you like what you bought.
This is the marketplace, but where can I find the pipe?
Nothing new for you, I'm afraid.
I have
Hello,
information.
mister. I have some information for you.
I'm not interested in the advice of a man like you. Move aside. I've places to be.
Is there an earlier autosave? Let's see. First, let's save it. Then try to load an earlier autosave. It was told to do as the cops, I was told. So that's why I continued everything as the police. This one is after failing to do it. The previous one then. Yeah, yes. Criminal chick. Wait. Calling in is beggar informants. So I need to dress up as a beggar, I guess. Will this outfit do?
Hello, mister. I have some information for you.
I'm not interested in the advice of a man like you. Move aside. I've places to be.
What the hell? It takes a lot of time to load. Let's try visiting the clothing trader first.
Step right up. I hope you'll be comfortable in it.
One man's trash is another man's furniture. I've nothing left in stock.
Let's make a save first. Then let's dress up as a criminal.
Hello, mister. I have some information for you.
I'm not interested in the advice of a man like you. Move aside.
It's not working. Let's try again. Okay, I guess to dress up as the beggar I need this, but I need other stuffs too. One second. Eye bandage. Designer stubby. And black eye makeup. This might make it work. To be honest, I basically found this on the net.
Oh, clothes will be worn well.
Despite being used, these goods are still fine.
Hello, mister.
I've got some information for you. Heard you were asking.
Have you now? Well, let's hear it.
The attack is real. There is no attack. There is no attack.
So the bandits, right? Not coming. Bigger fish to fry, they say. Bigger worries.
Interesting. Are you absolutely sure?
Heard it with my own ears. Lord is my witness.
Oh, good. Here you go. Buy yourself something nice. Might I suggest soap?
Oh, thank you, mister. Thank you.
What a simpleton.
Supposed to be Philip from London. Good impression.
Obviously, I can't change clothes here. I'll have to go for this, I guess. Let's get on to the clay street.
Being used. These goods are still fine.
Oh, clothes will be worn well. Take my word.
Back to the police uniform. I don't think this would be the road. Backyard boys. Basically, this made the fight easy because they were not here.
I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you.
No more crime for you until next month.
Time to knock this guy out.
Don't cry, you'll live.
Shit, I'm gonna die. Shit, man. In this area, the hiding place is less.
I'm coming. I couldn't miss the party.
Ow! Take a rest, my friend.
I'm coming for you. I'm coming. I'm coming. I will end you.
I didn't know there was a guy here. I just stumbled into it and he beat the shit out of me. I was kind of surrounded. So why is so easy? Means There are others I have fought. Those were relatively not easy. Actually, there were a lot of hiding places, and I am not using the dodge button also.
I'm coming. I'll put you 6 feet under. I'm coming for you.
Don't bother moving. You've lost. Take a rest, my friend. No more crime for you, and
the snuff's ready.
Not that easy. I'm coming.
take a rest.
Give him the pepper snuff.
These guys will kill me.
Can overcome the brute now.
I'm coming.
No more crime for you.
The snuff's ready. It's all yours now. Go for it.
Dodge this!
Don't bother moving. You've lost. Take a rest.
They're taken care of.
How do you do? Too simple.
Give him the pepper snuff.
I think it's done now.
Get! I am invincible.
No, you killed him.
Oh no, I didn't want to do that.
Okay, okay, I give up. I give up.
I didn't know. I shot in his face to remove. Maybe I should have shot from a distance.
And here we are, Miss Sevigny. A place where we can talk about all your recent activities. We have a nice profile on you, you know.
What are you talking about? I didn't do anything.
Is there nothing you didn't do, Miss Sevigny? Thieve for the gang, break into the Armor Capello office, kill Niccolo Detti?
What? Kill? I didn't kill nobody. No, how?
So you admit the rest. I suppose you won't mind explaining some things to me then.
Observe. Strange locket, lockpick hidden inside. Police cloths, double-sided jacket. Torn trousers, cat claw marks on leg. Felicia Savigny is a burglar and a thief in her mid-20s. There are claw marks on her torn trouser leg, from which she clumsily fled from the scene of the crime at Armor Capello. She had a locket that conceals the lockpick. Her jacket is double-sided for a quick disguise. She is proud of her trade and is showing it off, but only to the trained eye. Prepared. She is ready to vanish discreetly at the slightest alert, as if she were never here at all. Which should it be? I don't think she's show off by the thing it was written about her. Which, I would say prepared.
You were in the Armor Capello office yesterday evening, Miss Sevigny. The same place that Niccolo Detti was found dead today. What happened?
How would you know? You can't prove anything?
It's written all over you, Miss Sevigny. I presume you did not intend your evening to end with a fall over the railing and a fracas with felines. Need I continue?
Zut alors! It was just a job, nothing else. I was asked to come. Here, see for yourself. I don't know who hired me, but I think they wanted to pin the crime on me. Poor Niccolo.
When did you get the letter?
When were you offered this job?
Ah, mon Dieu. I don't remember precisely. I think the letter arrived around 9:30 in the evening. It sounded tricky, but the money was good.
And you arrived at the office?
Perhaps 45 minutes later? I am very good, sir. I was in and out in 5 minutes.
I don't like lies.
No, wait. Okay. It took 15 minutes. All right? Still impressive, no?
You knew the victim.
You knew Mr. Detti. How?
Niccolo and I grew up together. I hadn't seen him in years, then ran into him on the street, smiling with some lovely lady on his arm.
Did you see him again?
And that was the last time you saw him alive?
Wait. Until I found him dead yesterday. That same woman was there, too. It can't be coincidence.
You saw a woman in the office?
Mm-hmm. She started screaming, so I slammed the safe door and ran when I saw a guard coming.
His wife. Your luck has ran out.
Thieving days may well be over, Miss Sevigny. Until this matter is resolved, you will remain here. Good day.
I didn't do a thing.
Okay. How did you know Niccolo?
What exactly was your relationship with Niccolo Detti?
Who? What are you talking about?
Madam, please, a young woman dedicated to her music and an enthusiastic artist. Your marriage to Basilio could not have offered all you needed. And then about 6 months ago, you met Niccolo Detti. There was a spark, you started to see each other. It brought passion back into your life.
How could you?
But your tryst didn't go unnoticed. Felicia Sevigny spotted you with Niccolo, but rather than cease your affair, you took care to avoid the public eye. You started working with your husband at the office, and met your lover there in the evening after Basilio departed. Billy would not notice, and you hoped neither would your husband.
Am I correct?
Do I have this right so far?
Yes. I love Basilio, I truly do. But his first passion is his work. I respect that, but it left me adrift. Niccolo. Oh, sweet Niccolo. He was the man I needed. If he had had any other name, I would have talked to Basilio. But he was a Detti.
And your husband suspected something?
I think he did. He asked questions. Billy's schedule was moved forwards here. Yes, he suspected.
How did Niccolo die?
And thus we arrive at the heart of the matter. How did Mr. Detti end up deceased in the safe?
I do not know.
Madam?
I don't know anything about his death.
Are you sure this is how you wish to proceed?
It is the truth. Please, just leave me be.
Playing the law. Okay, I can
Apologies, Mrs. Capello, but
either accuse her Where is she? She was here, right? Wasn't she here? Character portrait Felicia Savigny. Felicia Savigny's testimony. Felicia Savigny admitted that she was the burglar in Armor Capello's office. She was hired by an unknown client for the job. Felicia has previously seen the woman who caught her at the office in a romantic setting with Niccolo Detti. She is currently under arrest in the police station holding cells. Timeline of around 9:30 p.m. Felicia receives a letter about the Armor Capello job and decides to take it. Augusta walks down from office to talk to Billy. Felicia enters the office and starts working on the safe. Around 10:30, Felicia opens the safe. See Niccolo dead inside. She hears the female scream behind her, slams the safe door closed. Letter from Felicia. Miss Savigny, I am in need of urgent assistance for someone with a mastery of the burgling arts. You are to enter Armor Capello office tonight at 10:15 via the back door. I will leave it open for you. You are then to proceed next door to a large decorated safe. That is your target. You must have it open as fast as possible. Do not take anything from the office and leave after the safe is open. The compensation for the job will be more than generous. Playing the law. Perhaps it is for the best that the case is believed to have been solved by a police officer and not by an outsider, though I did enjoy myself. Augusto Capello's testimony. Augusto Capello was in an extramarital relationship with Niccolo Detti for several months to his death. Augusto fears that her husband suspected her infidelity and believes he changed Billy's work hours to disrupt them. She refuses to talk further about the night of Niccolo Detti's death. Did she escape? I don't see her in any of these cells, so no, that's not her.
Oh, what a long day.
Provide evidence. Playing the law.
I'm afraid I have nothing to add to this.
Augusto Capello's testimony.
Were you aware of this, Mr. Capello? Of the relationship between your wife and Niccolo Detti?
Enough! I will not hear it. Augusta is an impressionable woman feeling the stress of this horrible situation. She does not understand what she's saying.
I see. So, you think...
I think that if you want to help, you should stop bothering my wife and find the criminal responsible.
Letter to Felicia.
I'm afraid I have nothing to add to this.
Timeline of death in an idle cell.
Another question?
Felicia Savigny's testimony.
Mr. Capello, have you anything to say about the burglar's claim?
Not a whit. The woman is a liar and a criminal. I don't give it the slightest credence, and neither should you.
Okay, now who to accuse? I believe Augusta was the one to send Felicia told that Augusta called her basically for the burglary. That means she's the one to plan it all up, right? Okay, let's go to her. time for the accusation, and why would he like do the crime and get himself caught? She didn't mean to get um, she didn't mean to get her husband caught. She wanted Felicia or whatever her name was to get caught, to blame it on her, so that means she murdered and or made someone else murder, and yeah.
It is a shame it has come to this, but it is patently obvious that you are responsible for Niccolo Detti's...
How dare you? I wouldn't want him to.
I see you need some persuasion. I know that Niccolo Detti went to the office to meet you.
I have to show that Niccolo Detti went to his office to meet her. This says safe room of the deceased were discovered, featuring a meeting area with couches, half empty wine glass bottle on the, you remember one was under the table, so this one was maybe of Niccolo Detti or her, whoever it is.
It was a midnight tryst. Niccolo would visit the office once Basilio left, but this time he returned. So you hid Niccolo in the safe. A foolish move.
I didn't know the code had changed. It was the only choice. I couldn't let him be found. I loved him.
Really? You could have saved his life by simply speaking with your husband, but you sought to free him another way.
Okay. Later to Felicia.
To free Mr. Detti, you hired Felicia Sevigny, a petty burglar, to crack the safe, and as a result, you killed your
No. It's because the combination had changed. It is not my fault.
You are splitting hairs, Mrs. Capello. The fact remains you chose to risk Niccolo's life rather than call your husband. And I know why.
Lawyer's letter. This is about Niccolo Detti's, yes. Lawyer warned his husband of Niccolo's presence.
You were afraid how it would affect the reputation of the Capellos, and you feared what your husband would do as a consequence.
He's a good man, but he cares about his business, about the family. It would have destroyed him.
And now he's accused of murder, Mrs. Capello. How considerate of you.
Mio Dio, how did this all happen?
You can fix this. No, he is guilty.
Despite your best intentions, Mrs. Capello, I believe you are to blame for this sorry affair, not Basilio.
I think you're right, sir. Basilio, he does not deserve this. None of this.
It is not my place to decide what is deserved, but perhaps you now know what to say to the inspector.
I do.
Good day, madam.
I don't think Mrs. Capello did this on purpose. I would have let her go.
Okay. So John did not like that. Says Capello is guilty, I know, but the death was sad and unfortunate accident. It doesn't seem fair to execute her for it. Like, I would execute after all, she did a crime, right? And for the previous one, I made an exception because she had no other choice, but Miss Capello, had a choice. What she did was not right, so yeah, sorry, but that's my choice. I think this is the first time my choice went against John's. A package from Vogel, so we will try to get back to the main story again. Let's see what happens. So that's another case completed. first let's switch back to my old clothes and then travel back to Stonewood Manor. Who's this?
Sherlock Holmes, I presume.
Correct. With whom do I have the pleasure?
Emilio Estevaux. Happy to make your acquaintance. I am here on behalf of Mycroft, your brother. He's on his way to Cordona. In the meantime, he requests your assistance with a sensitive matter. My orders are to provide you with the details.
I'm listening.
You have my attention, Mr. Estevaux.
Mark Ridley, the son of General Arthur Ridley, is being blackmailed. Suffice to say, the compromising material is of a delicate nature. The matter is of no small importance to the Crown, especially given the status quo on Cordona.
Status quo?
What about the status quo?
The Ottoman population holds a certain animosity towards the colonial rule. It's been this way since we took over the island. General Ridley made concessions with their leaders, but I'm afraid we are still teetering on the edge of open hostility.
What do I need to do?
What does Mycroft want me to do? Retrieve the blackmail material?
No, sir, nothing of the sort. Mark Ridley is meeting the blackmailer atop the old city bridge tower. You shall observe from a distance, then establish the blackmailer's identity. Do not attempt to arrest him. We'll handle it from there.
Saving the best for yourself? Fine.
There is a cafe just over the bridge that provides a good vantage point. Please report to me when you are done. I'll be waiting for you here, and remember, discretion is of the essence.
Love, Death and Cordona. Mycroft's request. So this is another side quest. But since I am here, let's receive the package from Vogel first. This is the package?
Bizarre object, and yet oddly familiar.
Did you just remember something?
Yes. A room full of curiosities and artifacts. I think I can find it in the manor.
Sherlock. So, you continue to pursue the imaginary. I had hoped you might have got all this out of your system by now.
Mycroft?
What are you doing here? Get out of my house.
It's my house, actually. I've come to bring you back.
I have no interest in returning, let alone with you. I know you lied about Mother all these years, claiming she was merely ill, but she was unstable. She never had tuberculosis. She was not recuperating, but mentally deteriorating, and you never once thought to tell me. How dare you?
I shall not indulge this petulant tantrum. You can just tire yourself out and then slink back to London with your tail between your legs.
Just tell me everything. I'm an adult now. Show me the basic courtesy of an explanation. You know I will find out eventually.
The goal was stability, and that's what you got. The right thing for everyone was to try and move on from her passing.
The consequences of one's actions determines what is right or wrong.
Yes, exactly. The ends justify the means. After leaving Cordona, Sherlock, you had a normal childhood. In London, I was able to support you, guide you, shape you into a fine and productive young man. You have so much potential, so much to offer society.
But that's not the end. Now I found the truth, and it has shattered everything I knew about her, about you, and about myself. I feel unstable because of you. Your actions were not justified. Lying never is.
Oh, grow up, Sherlock. It was a white lie which has as much use in the realm of the interpersonal as the international. It is time you come to accept that some things are bigger than yourself.
Oh, you are full of it. You like to pretend you care about the big picture, but it's just an ego trip. You like knowing more than others. You like greasing palms and rubbing shoulders with the rich and powerful. You like having eyes and ears everywhere. The fact it helps the nation is incidental, because all you care about is yourself.
It's true. I have agents everywhere, including Cordona. If you weren't so damn stubborn, you'd realize that means I'm only here for you.
Mycroft does care, but he does not show it. Damn.
Just look at this thing. It's huge. Just look at this thing. It's huge.
Before, I guess, going away, let's finish, or maybe let's do everything that's here. Tale of an empty house. My mother's room redux. The bedroom, the main hall, the yard is done. The main hall. After acquiring several items from local traders, I have repaired the main hall of the manor. It now feels full of memories.
Well done, Sherry. The hall now looks much as it did in our youth. Brings back fond memories. Home sweet home, Sherry.
This portrait was painted some time before my father's death. I would guess it's the only depiction of him that remains.
We used to
take a shortcut down the banisters, much to everyone's annoyance.
Oh yeah, what fun. They had to fix these handrails several times. I wouldn't try it now, Sherry. Tempting though it is.
riding down the handrails. Sherry and I used to ride down the staircase handrails in the main hall. It was the fastest way down and the most fun. Mycroft hated it, but he could not stop us doing it. Carpenters had to repair the handrails several times. This is done. The bedroom. My bedroom now looks like it did 10 years ago. Will it remind me of anything?
I can sense an incoming memory, Sherry. Do you?
I was so
frustrated to find only one bed in this room. Mycroft initially refused to bring another for you, but after a week-long dispute, he gave in.
What a stubborn man. How well do you think he would sleep without a bed?
Shortly after our arrival, Sherry clashed with Mycroft about the furniture. I needed a place to sleep, but there was only one bed in our room. Outrageous. Convincing his older brother was a challenge, but after a week-long dispute, he finally gave in, and I became the proud owner of my very own bed. My mother's room, Redux.
Sharp and well-balanced. It would be a pity to leave such a tool behind.
My mother's room had restored to what it was. I am sure it will help me recall my youth.
Oh, the room looks nice now. It's comforting to see the way it was meant to be.
My mother
always preferred to spend her rare moments of lucidity with me.
That's true. She even stopped Mycroft from joining you. Remember?
I do. He didn't show it, but he was upset. I think Mother paid more attention to me because I was younger.
In her rare moments of lucidity, Sherlock's mother always wanted to spend time with him. One day she found us preparing for the play and she helped us apply the stage makeup in front of the mirror. Mycroft wanted to join us, but she refused. He didn't show it, but I know he was upset. Violet always paid more attention to Sherry because he was younger. Now these three are done. Oh, there was something else. Cordona stories. Okay. Fractured memory. A moment of reflection. Wood. Straight, smooth.
I remember returning home with a pair of perfect sticks. We wanted to turn them into training swords.
Oh, that's right. We stood there, frozen, staring at something huge in the main hall.
Female, fishtail, mysterious.
It was a giant aquarium with a living mermaid in it.
Impossible, it must have been something else.
Dry, skeleton, rock. Oh, that thing we saw
A
outside.
mortifying hoax presently taking up space in our front yard.
Well, fine. Your memory's better than mine. But I'm sure we started examining it immediately. And someone else was around too.
Family member, female.
It was my mother. She asked what I thought of the artifact.
You were really concentrating and holding something in your hand.
Tool, glass, observation, magnifying
I
glass.
inspected it with a magnifying glass and was able to confirm it was made of two different skeletons. The mermaid was a fake.
And so it was time to smash the thing. Your mother took a hammer and...
Slow down, John. That's not how it happened. I remember other people joined us.
People, loud voice, workers.
The workers took the artifact and placed it into the cabinet of curiosities. It became part of Mother's collection of fakes. She always said that the truth lies in the details. This mermaid helped me to learn that.
Another room opened up.
Ah yes, my mother's studio. She was an authenticator and this was her cabinet of curiosities.
I never saw the point. What does it matter if some artifact is real or not? It still exists.
Now that the cabinet of curiosities is open, I can proceed with my investigation.
One of the most ridiculous fakes I ever saw. Its owner insisted it was a polar bear. He thought the white paint on the brown fur wasn't noticeable.
Cozy blanket.
I remember this cozy blanket. It was perfect for...
Wigwam! Oh, that was a joy to build them. Imagining ourselves as wayfarers on the other side of the world.
Watkinson and Holman, Chapter 1 by Wallace Diorum.
Watkinson and Holman, Chapter 1 by Wallace Diorum.
Oh, Mycroft. He always acts so serious, but then reads tripe like this.
John, if I remember correctly, you couldn't put this book down.
Watkinson and Holmes, I think, is comes from Watson and Holmes, right? Is inspired from that, I guess.
Oh, I remember these. We used them to spar together until Mycroft found out and forbade us from using real weapons. So many calling cards. Mycroft liked to keep useful people at hand.
Basilio Copello, that guy. Letter from the judge. Dear Mr. Holmes, please accept my deepest gratitude for your recent help with that personal matter. I shudder to think what may have happened if it were not for your keen eye and sharp mind. Rest assured, should our paths cross once again, you will greatly be greeted by a grateful friend, His Honor Judge MacDonald.
Carefully opened. Dated 24th of April, 1869.
Mr. Mycroft Holmes, the Cordona City Hall writes to inform you that the trial of Dr. Otto Richter in the death of Mrs. Violet Holmes has been assigned to His Honor Judge McDougall. Your application for a closed hearing has been granted. You are hereby informed that the prosecution has called you as primary witness in the trial of Dr. Richter. You must present yourself at the criminal court of Cordona on the dates listed overleaf.
Reliable and driven. I recognize Mycroft's handwriting. Officer Luciano J. Placido.
That officer. We have met this guy.
This drawer was always closed. Only Mycroft knew how to open it.
I remember we tried to break it open and spy on him, but alas, had no success. Maybe today's the day. Oh, Sherry.
This photo caused a lot of fuss. My mother spent some time to prove it was a fake. 1852, Bingley, West Yorkshire.
Okay.
Look, it's Roger. This jolly old man's well preserved. Even looks refreshed.
I doubt he drew much interest at the auction.
That's for the best. I'd be upset if he fell into the wrong hands.
The so-called mummy of a Persian princess. The defrauders did good work, but missed one small detail. It's the mummy of a man. And this one was brought from a German museum. They claimed it belonged to Vikings. Nonsense, of course. Vikings never had horns on their helmets.
Otto Richter's personal notes. Mrs. Holmes is a patient of considerable interest and an ideal test subject to explore some of my theories. I'll attempt to repeatedly immerse her in her traumatic situation that precipitated her mental illness. It is my belief that reliving the moment may give her mind a chance to embrace what happened, accept it, and effectively cure itself. I am confident in my hypothesis and merely need to prove it. In addition, it's fortuitous to be around the broader Holmes family. Perhaps I'll be able to also examine the heredity of the psychological traits, be the competencies or disorders. It is already apparent in that all family members share an uncommonly high intelligence. It appears that the mother's condition has begun to affect the mind of the youngest boy, Sherlock. While I cannot conduct a proper medical examination due to protectiveness of the elder son, it seems that the boy suffers ongoing hallucinations in the form of an imaginary friend, John. So John never existed. A torn diploma found in the cabinet of curiosities. Someone deliberately ripped it into several pieces, reassembled and translated. The diploma reads, "On behalf of the board of the University of Geneva, Switzerland, we rectors of the university, noting that Mr. Otto Rector has undergone the tests required by the laws and regulations, confer on him the degree of Doctor of Medicine with the rights and prerogatives so attached."
Clearly, it was deliberately torn. I wonder why someone would do that. The Tulpa. Studies in Tibetan Mentalism. The Tulpa. Studies in Tibetan Mentalism.
There must be something else.
An impressive number of bookmarks. Someone was rather obsessed with this subject.
Letter from Otto's brother. My dear brother, I heard you have recently arrived on Cordona. Have you come to see me? I do miss our evening conversations, even if we never agreed in our opinion. Cordona is home to a stunning new art gallery, which I visit every Thursday. Meet me there. Oh, and do not stick close. I left that name behind.
The full plate armour of Sir Robert Swanford. I was told my father won it in a wager.
Armour is armour, but look at his sword. Oh, how badly I wanted to wield the blade. Maybe you take it instead of your pistol.
I'm starting to remember something. Mother said this was among the hunting trophies of a Scottish Viscount.
So he tried to persuade everyone that his forest was inhabited by these beasts. It would have been thrilling if it were actually true.
Okay. Anything else that I missed?
Another fake Holy Grail. Its owner claimed to be the heir of King Arthur. Scarcely believable. He also insisted a deadly rabbit was hunting him.
Sorry about that. Didn't Sherlock say he's starting to remember something? John's diary. Memories. Writing down the handrails. A second bed. I read all this. Okay, case book. Means I heard all this at least. Letter from the judge. Court summons. The master of unclocking. John asks if he can unlock Master Mycroft's drawer in the cabinet of curiosities. The subject of a year-long fascination. One morning, when we were children, John and I tried to spy on Mycroft to find out where he keeps the key of the drawer. Let's try doing that. Early morning footsteps.
Ah, the memory comes back. We snuck about watching him.
He closed the drawer and went to the hall. We were like two shadows crawling behind him.
And we'll have to follow this route again, I guess. Male uniform.
He opened the door to the postman, and they exchanged documents. If it was a real postman, of course.
Then he went up. Landscape tilted.
The painting on the wall was slightly a tilt. He stopped and straightened it.
Log, fire, crackle.
Then he threw some logs into the fire and sat in his armchair to read.
It's as boring now as it was then. I'm sorry, Sherry, but I think that's it.
Wait, John, we never use the fireplace in the mornings. What if...
Okay.
A bit of juniper in the fireplace created a soothing atmosphere. It's the little things, isn't it? I think this is what we're looking for.
A tiny key. Time to go back to the room. I know this video has been long already, but I am trying to do this part.
We made it. So what's there?
The master of unlocking.
Single malt whiskey. Mycroft's favourite.
Okay.
Gifted by Queen Victoria herself.
A present from the Queen, half a bottle of fine single malt whiskey, Mycroft's favorite drink. We found it locked in the drawer of the desk in the curiosity cabinet among a pile of important documents. Remarkably, it seems that the whiskey was a gift from Her Majesty Queen Victoria herself.
Otto Richter. This one is rather thick. Mycroft can be truly dogged in his research.
Otto Richter is 45 years old, born to a respected family in Bern, Switzerland, unmarried, no heirs. Medical practitioner, graduated from the University of Geneva, Switzerland. Graduation was postponed a year due to a minor scandal on one of his placements. Parents died of cholera in 1863. Only remaining family is his half-brother Klaus, age 35. Present whereabouts of Klaus Richter unknown, last seen on Cordona.
Dossiers on the most influential people on Cordona. Mycroft always had a habit of building files on everyone he met.
I believe we will have something on this Otto Richter. It's in further. We have to get on this guy. This time we managed to retrieve one of Mycroft's secrets. He's not so good at hiding things as I thought. Sherry can find anything. A tiny key. Tiny key for the drawer in the cabinet of curiosity. It was hidden in Mycroft in the fireplace of the manor more than 10 years ago. Otto Richter's personal notes. A torn diploma. Letter from Otto's brother. Accident in the curiosity of cabinet. After examining the cabinet of curiosities, I started remembering something from my childhood. Old ladder, last shelf.
I used this ladder to look at the top shelf, right? On the day of Mother's breakdown upstairs.
Right you are, Sherry.
Large artifact purview.
We heard a noise. I can't recall of exactly what. And we didn't have a great view from behind the statue.
Otto's books, unstable position.
Some papers from the table somehow ended up on the floor. Now it's coming to the surface. I feel it.
Okay, let's recall what happened. They were playing by the ladder. No, they couldn't see, they said properly. They tried to sneak. Okay. So Mycroft tore the diploma.
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
Come on, Sherry. Let's go outside. Wait. Did you hear that? Come here, Sherry.
You call this progress? Charlatan, amateur. I'm not letting you anywhere near my mother again.
So there was a quarrel between them.
The curious conversation. It all happened shortly after the incident in Violet's room on April 9th. Sherry decided to play with artifacts in the cabinet of curiosities, and of course I went with him. As a result, we became unintentional witnesses to an argument between Mycroft and Otto Richter. Sherlock's brother was angry. He was sure that Dr. Richter has done something dubious to their mother and that it had backfired. He called Otto a charlatan.
I heard a noise in the hall. Let's check it out. I think we deserve... Sherry, look! We've got a parcel here. Hurry up and let's see what's inside.
Invitation from Vogel. Dear Mr. Holmes, I am waiting for your card for you at the Card Manchoni's mansion on Turquoise Lane across from Cordona Abbey in northern Grand Surrey. Come at once. If inconvenient, come anyway. Always your friend VV. P.S. I send you the appropriate outfit for the place to avoid any unnecessary complication. I hope it fits.
An invitation that comes with a mask. We can't miss this, Sherry.
Sacrificial Lamb. This is our new case. And this case, Sacrificial Lamb, is the last case in the game. I know it for a fact. And if I complete it, I won't be able to go back and do all the other cases. So I will end it here. Wait, let's see if there is any Mycroft research. Not very private talk. Let's end it here. And in the next video I will do all the other cases first, then go for Sacrificial Lamb. I won't be starting Sacrificial Lamb before finishing all the everything else to do with the Cordona. It's that elephant thing, right? Yeah. Okay, I would like to stop here. I'll continue from here in the next video. Bye bye.